Are you struggling to lift values from a lower level repeating node up to a higher level without bringing all of them along? In this video, I will show you how CollapseContext picks only the first value of each context that is perfect for the first item per group mapping. In my previous video, I have already explained queue and context, but just for summarizing it, in CPI, mapping runs on queues and a context. A context is basically the grouping created by the parent node. When the parent changes, a context change appears in the queues, and many node functions manipulate these boundaries to control how values moves across levels. Collapse context is a node function which copies the first value from every input context into a single output context. There is a difference between remove context and collapse context. I have already created a video on remove context. You can go and watch that video, but just for summarizing, I will tell you that remove context takes all values, but collapse context takes only first value per context. Now with the help of example, we will understand how collapse context work. Just for saving the time, I have already created the integration flow and I have added a message mapping block in this. So what we will do that we will just create a message mapping collapse context, and with the help of sample data we will see how collapse context works. I will add the source XST. Similarly, I will add a target XST as well. Now I will show you a sample data and I will tell you what we want from this message mapping. This is our sample data and this is our message mapping input as well. So from this you can see that in the exams we have multiple exam details. In the output we want that only first exam details should appear in the output. How we want that? In the output the name of the student will be there and only first exam detail will be there in the output. Similarly for the Rahul as well, only first exam detail which we have here we want in the output. Meera has appeared in only one exam, so for her only this exam detail will appear in the output. Let's go to our message mapping and we will map all the nodes. Now this is simple one-to-one mapping. Let's see what is it generating in the output. So we will first import our sample data. Here let's see how we are getting the output. So I will expand all the nodes. Let's see here. So for the Astha, first exam is obviously math and score is 88. That is fine. For the Rahul, first exam is English, but here we are getting science. That is Astha's second exam. And score is also coming Astha's score. Similarly, in the third one, for the Meera, let's see what is the Meera exam. So Meera has appeared in science exam and the score is 92, but we are getting English which is of Rahul first exam. Okay, so to correct this we will be doing collapse context with score and subject. So first let's work on subject and then we will be working on the score as well. We will display the queue. See here, everything is coming in different context, but we know that this math, science are in the same context if we take it at the level of exams. So we will change the context, we will take it as exams and then we will see what is the queue output. Now we are getting that this math and science in the same exams context, this English, math and science that is in the same exams context, and this is the science that is in the another one. Now what we want that if we see the queue, we want only math in the output, English in the output and this science in the output. So for that we will use collapse context. If I show you the input and output of this collapse context, you will understand how it works. See, it has taken all the first value from each context and put it in a single context. Now you understand how collapse context works. What I will do now, I will similarly work on the score. Again, let's change it contexts. Let's simulate and see whether it is working properly or not. Otherwise, we have to do some modification as well. See, we are getting the error, and the error Q has not enough value, that is for the student 2, enough value is not there in the queue, and that happened because we have not splitted the value here. If you see, all the scores are in a single context, so we have to split this into multiple contexts. For that, we will be using splitByValue. Similarly, we have to do it for the subject as well. If you see the output of the splitByValue with the input, you will understand that context has been added. Let's simulate this and we will check whether we are getting our desired output or not. Let's verify it for the Mira, whether we are getting correct output or not. Okay, Mira science 92, fine. Let's verify it for the Rahul. Rahul's first exam should be English 75, that's fine. Let's verify it for the Astha. So Astha math and 88. Okay, so our output is correct. So you might have understood how this CollapseContext works, but just for your clarity, I will create another message mapping, and in that we will see one of the another use case of CollapseContext, that how you can filter out duplicates from the input and generate only unique value in the output. So let me save it and we will create another message mapping. I will just import the source XST and target XST quickly. Let me show you the sample data. See, this is our sample data, and in this we have multiple SKUs that are getting repeated. What I want in the output, that I want only unique SKUs in the output, that only 10, 20 and 30 should be generated in the output. See, I will just map this parent nodes because I want all the SKUs inside this unique SKUs. Let me map this SKU with SKU, and if I simulate this, let's see what I'm getting in the output. See, only first value from this item is getting generated in the output. We want to remove the duplicates. So for removing the duplicates, first we will see what is there in this display queue. Right now we are having every value in a different context, so we will simply remove the context. For removing the context, we will use removeContext node function. If we see its input and output, now we have context removed. What we will do now, we will just sort this data. So for sorting this data, we will use a standard node function, that is sort, and we will keep it in the ascending order. Now we have sorted our data in ascending order. What we will do now, we will just put this data in different context. Like this 1010 we will put in a single context, this 2020 we will put in another context, and this 30 in the another context. So if you remember, for the splitByValue, we have some advanced option, that is context change should happen on value change. Now if we see how our queue looks like, now we have this 10, 10, 20, 20 and 30 in different context. What we want now, for removing the duplicates, we will just pick the first value from each context and put it in a single context. For that, let's do that CollapseContext. This is one of the use case of CollapseContext. Even in the interview, interviewer might ask you how would you remove the duplicates from your data. So you can explain this sequence, that first we will add removeContext and then we will sort our data in ascending or descending order, and then we will split it by value, which should happen on value change, and then we will do the CollapseContext, which will remove the duplicates from our data. Now if I simulate this, let's see how we are getting the output. See, now we have only unique values in our output. If I do the simulation from the outside, you will see how the data is looking like. I will upload it from file system. Okay, and here I will do the simulation end. You can see the body here. Unique SKU is only a parent node, and inside that we have all unique SKUs. So this is how you can work with CollapseContext. I hope you understood how this CollapseContext works. If you have any doubt, you can comment that and I will try to clarify that. Thank you. We will meet you in next video.